What's up, folks? You're here now
From the future.
from the future.
Well, actually, check this out, Stu. From like 1984, 85? What year is that?
Hooters Nervous Tour 1985.
There you go. Okay, so that's where I came from, 85.
Finished my junior year in high school. Finished and started my senior year in high school.
So you know about the Hooters?
Well, of course, I've been to Hooters.
No. The band. That's what this shirt is.
I remember Hootie and the Blowfish.
Nah, the Hooters. Like, and we
I can remember.
dance, all you zombies.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember them. Yeah. So
You know, one of those relics of the 80s, but they were big
Yeah.
on whatever instrument this was.
that would be a keyboard.
But it has like a harmonica thing to it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
very
forget what
80s,
it is.
you
Yeah,
know?
very 80s. Stu Myrick, Justin Smash Simmons on Twitch and YouTube. Hope you're having a good week. It's going to be, I guess, somewhat short tonight. The first segment has already been recorded.
It's in the can.
It's in the can. Yesterday,
But not
So-
the Vince McMahon's
so
can.
no, good no. So Saturday, Mike Sempervive from Wrestling Observer Live, Big Audio Nightmare, Mid Atlantic Championship Podcast. He and I did a full card preview of Forbidden Door, and so he got back with me yesterday, and we recorded a recap. You'll hear just over half of it on the horn tomorrow night because we went almost an hour.
Man, I do not envy you having to sit there and cut that.
It was. I knew what I was going to cut. It's still a long first segment, but I kind of knew what I was going to cut. But it was all good. It was all good discussion. There was. We talked about, like, for instance, Dax Harwood, going out with a shoulder injury during the 308 tag and then coming back in, and then
Now, that wasn't a
FTR.
work. That was, like, real, right?
I don't know yet.
Nobody knows.
Don't know. We do know Adam Cole probably suffered a concussion during the four-way for the IWGP World Heavyweight title, so best wishes to Adam Cole.
Yeah, that didn't, like, it was very noticeable. Like, the rest of the finish of the match just
Yeah.
kind of, like, crumpled together, and everybody was like, oh, what happened?
Well,
You
and
know?
that's what we were in. And Mike and I talked about how it ended up being Jay White pinning Okada, and I'm wondering if Adam Cole getting hurt.
Change the outcome or something?
Yeah, maybe because it seemed odd that they would pin Okada.
Yeah, because he would be, like, the guy that would be the most protected of anybody.
Well, especially they're about to they're kicking off G1 Supercar or G1 Climax in 2.5 weeks, and both Okada and no, they're not in the same block. Excuse me, Okada's in A block, and I think Jay White's in B block. So, but still, let's see. We talked about Sting. 63-year-old Sting.
See, what's stopping you?
The icon. Well, the simple fact I don't have athletic ability or
You're like, well, I don't
endurance,
have 25 years of
train-
experience,
training.
and we're all not six. Man, he still looks huge compared to, like,
He does.
most of that roster.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen him.
crazy.
I saw him backstage the last time AEW was in town. He was backstage, and yeah, he's got.
But it's like
He's got the hype, but he's also got that aura around him. He is truly the icon.
he's still well built for his age. That's what's
yeah.
like. It's
Yeah.
like him, Billy Gunn. Like, until you see them in person, like, you can't gauge
Yeah.
how, like, large of people these two
Oh,
gentlemen
Billy
are.
Gunn. Billy Gunn's huge.
Yeah,
I've stood next to him, and he's
like legit 6'8".
I don't know 6'8", but he's definitely
It's tall.
I would say 6'5", 6'6"
And
at least.
he's definitely, like, that's not like TV weight.
No,
that's
he's
like legit
yeah.
muscle. So it's
Yeah,
just
he
like,
is. He's built. So.
because, like, Brian Cage isn't as tall as I thought he would be.
No, he's not. So
But he's definitely massive.
he is massive.
Like,
and
the size is real, but
maybe we'll see him coming up soon, or at Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor in July. Tony Khan announced that, and we'll talk about it a little bit during the show. But anyway, it was a great recap. Had a blast doing it. You can check it out now on our YouTube channel. Like I say, it goes just over 50 minutes, and we covered every match, including the pre-show. We even talked pre-show. So check that out on our YouTube channel at Sports Guys Talking Wrestling. Tonight we will preview Money in the Bank, WWE Money in the Bank. We'll also talk a little bit about John Cena showing up on Raw. And by the way, did you see? I don't know if you saw it. John Cena follows us on Twitter now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I believe me, I screenshotted it and sent tweet out saying thanks, John Cena.
I feel like a 2-time WWE Hall of Famer now, because now he follows us on the show and he follows me on my personal Twitter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah.
So I'm like,
but yeah, he now follows us. If you'd like to follow us at SGTWATX on Twitter.
You should, like cool people like John Cena.
Oh, there's the NXT UK Tag Team Champions, Briggs and Jensen.
She's cute.
Kind of interesting. Yeah, with what's her name? Is that Fallon Henry?
I think so.
Or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. Anyway.
But what was I going to tell you, Stu?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Off the top of my head, can I submit like you know how YouTube comes with short clips now?
They do short clips, yeah.
Yeah. Can I submit my Smash 5 of 5 pro wrestling topics just randomly for the channel? Sure.
Shoot the video, send it to me. I'll put it on the YouTube channel.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
whatever you want. I mean, we could always use more content on the YouTube channel, so yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to shoot.
Okay.
Just send me the file and I'll post it.
I'm just like you were asking me about earlier, and it's like I don't mind telling the people because it's just like the radio show. I was like, I was looking for a new place. You know how we were talking about like rents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I think I'm going to move by myself again. So I'm like, I'm really going to try to be committed to like twitching every day, like my yoga workout. Okay. I know it's silly, but that way I was like, well, now that I have the time and the space, it's like, without the roommate and the extra noise, it's like, I'll have time to shoot things. So I was like, if it's cool, I would probably try to work on something, maybe like once a week or once every couple of weeks.
Absolutely, do it. I
Right.
love it. So anyway, we'll talk about John Cena. We'll talk about Money in the Bank. And a few other things, and should be a fun little evening.
Did you get emotional
for
John Cena?
I didn't get emotional, but I really, I thought his.
And I'll probably ask you again.
Well,
the on-air portion.
Let's. I tell you what. Let's get started with the on-air stuff.
That's how
we
know that we need to get started. Is when I always tell you that. Oh man, but it is a good question though.
Right. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with segment 2. So I gotta mute you because we don't want to get hit with copyright stuff. So.
But it's Drew McIntyre talking on the rejoin, so it's pretty cool.
Drew McIntyre on the rejoin. So here we go. Back here on Sports Guys Talking Wrestling on the Horn, Stu Myrick, Justin the Smash Simmons joins me now.
On time.
Weird, right? Yeah. If you watched us on our YouTube and Twitch stream, if you haven't, check us out. Most Tuesday nights, 7:30 p.m. Central. We are on our YouTube and Twitch channels.
And that's where we can chat with you back and forth.
Yes. You get to see what happens in between breaks and all that good stuff. You actually showed up on time. So before we get into Money in the Bank, from what you saw, give me your thoughts on Forbidden Door.
Okay, well, it definitely exceeded my expectations, but then again, I have to admit my expectations were low going into it just
Okay.
because of all the people that were out. Obviously, I was happy for Cesaro's return, but I still would have preferred to see the original matchup. I understand that, life happens, injuries happen, those things can take place. Obviously, would like to see Adam Cole quickly recover because it looks like something was messed up as the finish was going on in that match.
Yeah, and once again, best wishes to Adam Cole. Looked like he got concussed during that 4-way for the IWGP World Heavyweight title.
There's not a lot of negatives I can really talk about. It's like the only thing I can really nitpick as is that I would have liked to have seen more success on the New Japan side to kind of like even out the balance. But this, but with the way that this was being promoted, it was squarely an AEW pay-per-view that just happened to include New Japan competitors.
Yeah, it was interesting, and that's kind of like what Mike and I were talking about, in the first segment. Was this is a good first shot.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if they decide to do Forbidden Door 2, and let's hope that everybody's healthy when that comes around. And, we can get, Bryan Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. We can get some of the dream matches that we've talked about. But, overall, I mean, it was a really good pay-per-view. And, and like I told him at the beginning, it felt like it flowed a lot smoother than like Double or Nothing.
Yeah, so, it definitely did.
Yeah, it did.
You didn't have a lot of low points.
No, you didn't.
It was just like high energy from like the get-go.
Yeah. So let's switch to the WWE. And before we go to Money in the Bank, Monday night on Raw was in Laredo, and we had the return of hustle, loyalty, and respect. John Cena, 20 years with WWE. Vince comes out because we have to have now. I guess Vince is going to now show up just on a whim every show and do something.
It wouldn't surprise me he shows up as much as he possibly can.
But he came out and introduced John Cena. It was a little odd. So at the beginning of Raw, and then when he came to the ring, you had all the WWE wrestlers lining the walkway, and he's shaking hands and hugging. You see him hug Dolph Ziggler, and all this good stuff. The only one that was really kind of keeping kayfabe was Becky Lynch, in the back. But everything else looked, it was we put the community of WWE wrestlers grateful for what John Cena has given to the company over 20 years.
Yeah, it's crazy it's been that long.
I know. It's nuts.
But you see where, like, that theory, if you watch WWE kind of like you watch Saturday Night Live instead of, like, pro wrestling, it's like, oh, it makes total sense. Of course it would be like that. That was, like, the perfect, like melding pot for how I usually watch wrestling. It's like, that's exactly how I view it. It's like a TV show. These guys are all characters, and you got to see it like that weird space where it was like character out of character at the same time. Yeah.
So it was good. And the
Did you get emotional?
I don't know if I got emotional, but I enjoyed the promo. I mean, it was a good promo.
Man, I was ready to run through a brick wall for John Cena, man. I
definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. You could tell he was getting emotional. He tried to get emotional.
It looked like he was going to cry a couple of times.
And
obviously, I'm cool with that.
I think that just speaks to the type of man that he is, the type of wrestler that he was.
But he loves the business.
He loves the business.
That's never.
And it's funny. This just came to me. It felt a little like, if you heard the first segment, FTR during the post-event media scrum for Forbidden Door, and to listen to FTR talk, to listen to Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, you want to cheer for them more.
Oh yeah,
just because of their passion and their love of pro wrestling and everything, and that's what I got out of John Cena. It was that kind of passion. He did say he is going to come back for matches. They kept the crowd chanted one more match. He goes, "Oh, it's going to be more than one." So we will see him. Maybe it's SummerSlam. Maybe him in Theory, because we saw the little vignette with Theory.
That would be ideal.
I'm glad they didn't do something last night, like have a beatdown or something. I think that would have been...
That would have cheapened the moment.
It really would. And
I couldn't also see him going against...
and WWE has done that.
Yeah.
They've done that thousands of times.
But I guess he's just too special. He's like their last real star,
Yes, you're absolutely... That's kind of the... It's funny and sad that John Cena is the last legitimate, dare I say, superstar that WWE has had.
Yeah.
They haven't had anybody like him since.
The only other guy that comes close to that crossover appeal is obviously Brock Lesnar. And it's kind of hard to claim him as a WWE guy, but I really feel that's where his superstar took it off.
But he's not crossover. I mean, unless you want to count that he was the UFC heavyweight champion.
I guess he has more appeal than like Roman Reigns does right now, crossover wise. But I mean,
that's only because he competed in multiple sports.
Yeah, but once we see Roman Reigns in the movies with The Rock, then you'll see his stock rise too, I think.
Maybe
because he's going to be out. Isn't he in Black Adam?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because didn't he take off?
I know he's taking time off.
Yeah.
He's going to have a reduced schedule. Which is why we didn't see him at SmackDown when they came to the Moody Center here in Austin.
I'm kind of glad I didn't go, but at the same time, I wish I went for the main event because the main event was awesome.
Well,
heavy hitting.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, personally, I'm not crazy about the way they do TV, where you have a wrestler come out, then commercial break, then a video package about something that has nothing to do with the wrestler, then a video package about something that has to do with the wrestler, and then they come back to the wrestler on the screen. It's just a lot of dead time. Anyway, John Cena looking great. We'll probably see him at SummerSlam.
But man, it makes you really appreciate Seth Rollins, though. Or at least it should, because I
mean, him laughing to Cena's theme, that was funny. But before SummerSlam, we have Money in the Bank this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Get it on Peacock. It will come to us from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. By the way, AEW Double or Nothing, the first one in 2019 in that very same arena.
Oh, okay. Well, they moved it.
Yeah.
Originally set for...
Oh, you didn't know that? They moved it like weeks ago.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm just saying.
It was originally so.
Like, I just don't think Money in the Bank would look good in a stadium.
Either. Let's do this pretty quickly. Theory defending the United States Championship against Bobby Lashley. As much as I think Lashley would kill him, Theory's going to find a way to sneak away with the title.
Probably some baby oil.
Yeah, there'll be some sort of shenanigans. I don't see a clean finish in this one.
No, but I'm glad that that we've been asking for different feuds and we got one. So I can't complain.
It's fine. Usos defending the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships against the Street Profits.
That's going to be match of the night.
I really believe so.
And it really feels like the timing couldn't be better for the Street Profits, but I just don't see him taking the titles off the Usos. But the Profits are hot.
They are. Match where I could conceivably see a title change
and be okay with it. It'd be fitting,
and I think it'd be fine. I don't think it'll happen. I think the Usos will retain, but it wouldn't shock me to see Street Profits win.
No, but my expectations are high for the match, though, just because of how they've been performing one-on-one, and it's been really good. So the tag team match, I'm really hoping that meets my expectations.
I hope so. Bianca Belair defending the Raw Women's Championship against Carmella.
I mean, Belair will win, but I do like Carmella's work on social media as she's been trying to build up this matchup.
Social media, yeah, sure. I mean, social media, because WWE loves their social media.
It's for people like me.
It'll be fine. Belair's keeping the title. So is Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey defending the SmackDown Women's title against Natalya.
Again, another really...
I think this will be a good match.
Yes.
But Rousey's
Because Natalia can go when she's given somebody that can also work with her.
Remember, they trained together.
Yeah.
During Ronda's first stint with WWE.
So I think that there's going to be a lot of submission style between both these women, and the feud's gotten kind of personal.
Yeah.
Have you read what they were putting on each other about social media about Natty and her sister and how they do that OnlyFans thing? But then she was talking to Rousey about how she talks in the back about conspiracy theories in her woods, and like, oh man, they were getting personally deep. Yeah, man, it was getting that ugly. So I want to see this match.
That's funny. All right, let's get to the 2 Money in the Bank matches. The women's match right now, and it is filled. So you have Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Shotzi, Raquel Rodriguez, Lacey Evans, Asuka, and Becky Lynch getting that last chance qualification Monday night on Raw. Who do you see getting the briefcase?
Asuka.
I could see Asuka. I'm going to say Lacey Evans.
Really?
It's something, I don't know why, that popped out to me.
Man, I was going to say, like, if there's a dark horse in this match, I really feel that would be, like, Liv Morgan, because they've been showing her a lot of love as of late.
No, I don't. I mean, I'd like to. That'd be nice, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Because it's either going to be her.
I could believe Asuka. Some reason Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know.
I'm glad. I will say this. I'm glad that Shotzi, is getting a chance.
Yeah.
To perform in like a big time matchup because she's talented.
Yeah. The men's Money in the Bank match: Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Omos, Riddle, and one more spot. I assume will be filled in on SmackDown.
You want me to write the next 7 months of WWE television for you?
It's
because I got the answer.
I think it's going to be Riddle.
See, as soon as you said that, I was like, so what's supposed to happen is he's going to win it. Then him and Orton get back together. They team up, and then Orton gets jealous, and then they have to have their feud, right? That would be good. That would be good to see. Well,
I think Riddle.
But they can easily just go back to Seth Rollins because he's been like the man this entire year. He's been like their MVP.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That one just doesn't feel that fresh.
So how does it feel to have to really talk about Riddle in the main event picture? Because that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
And he's over with the crowd.
I know. It's crazy. But he is. You're right.
So he would be your favorite?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Riddle. So
yeah.
That's WWE Money in the Bank this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Get it on Peacock from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll let you know what's happening in independent wrestling around the area. You're listening to Sports Guys Talking Wrestling on the Horn. All right.
So he calls it One Dead Man Show?
Yes.
I get it.
Instead of one man show, one dead man show. Yes. Undertaker doing a thing at in Nashville at the Wild Horse Saloon.
Sounds like he's trying to go like the Mick Foley route there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Which, hey, he can make some serious money doing that. Start touring around.
That's true. And since he hadn't done it, previously in his career, he probably would make a lot more money than anybody else just because he had been so protective.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because because the last 3 weeks of NXT have been taped.
Yeah, that's why he keeps on showing up, right?
I guess they're writing off
2 times.
Was it 2 times it got released?
Yeah. Like a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about, but that same night, we were like, hey, why is he on TV then if he just got released?
Yeah, then realized, these are taped. So, yeah. So that they're back to being live. So, interesting. So,
that's funny, though. I like that. That's a good good little
at least they're tying up the loose ends. I'll give them that. It is kind of funny.
It's gotten progressively better.
Yeah, sure.
But that's what I expect. It's like
we're going to see, we got to see what's his name now? Damn it. Not El Hijo del Fantasma. What is it now? Santos Escobar.
Oh,
and Tony D'Angelo, face off again. So
I'm surprised they've been letting Roddy run with this whole Diamond Mine thing. I really thought they were just going to break it up as soon as everybody else left.
What do you mean everybody else?
Well, I really felt that the manager was like the reason why they were.
Oh, Stokely?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I figured, why not? Stokely now advocating for Jade Cargill, the current TBS champion.
Oh, is that who she got paired with?
Yeah, he's
That's
doing
good.
that thing, and the baddies.
Yeah,
and they're looking
I like
for
the
a
baddies.
new baddie. So
I wish I was baddie enough to sit in the baddie section.
I'm good that I'm not. So.
I don't know, Stu. We put some makeup on. You might be tucking the shirt a little.
Yeah.
You might be able to fit in the baddie section.
No. All right, let's do this last segment. Here we go. Back here on Sports Guys Talking Wrestling, Stu Myrick, Justin Smith Simmons. So we're taping this on Tuesday night, so we're watching NXT, and you heard weeks ago they released whoever was playing Two Dimes. They released him for a policy reason, but we kept seeing him on episodes. Well, that's because the last 3 weeks of NXT has been taped, so they're back live and they've written him off, and it's
in a really funny way, actually.
The whole sleeping with the fishes and all that good stuff. So
I like it.
There you go. So at least they wrap it up a little bit.
It made Stu chuckle.
It made me chuckle. I got a couple events to tell you about in independent wrestling this week. We will start with New Texas Pro Wrestling, the Texas Contender Series, this Thursday at Houston's Premier Arena in Houston. Bell time 7 p.m. Central. Phil Noir, Max Beckett, Muerte Infernal, Killa Kate, and more. That's New Texas Pro Wrestling this Thursday in Houston. And then Paye Pro Wrestling presents Judges Saturday at the Grace Preparatory Academy in Arlington. Bell time 6 p.m. Central. Chandler Hopkins, Richard Holiday from Major League Wrestling, Fuego del Sol, Brian Keith, and more. That's Paye Pro Wrestling this Saturday in Arlington. And that's a look at independent wrestling around the area, wherever you may be. Go out and support independent wrestling. By the way, Inspire Pro Wrestling next Thursday night. We'll do a little bit of a preview next week on the show.
I had somebody asking me, so I know where to send them.
Yes, at Pinballs Lake Creek. Yeah. So, and we'll do a preview. I'll get Biz or somebody. So
let me ask you real quick, Stu. Were you happy to see the return of the Big Show and Daniel Bryan on WWE television?
That was kind of weird. Yeah, we had AEW AEW wrestlers on Raw,
and Chris Jericho. That's right.
And Chris Jericho, Daniel Bryan, now Bryan Danielson, Big Show, now Paul White, give their tribute to John Cena. That was kind of neat.
And Tony Khan okayed it, so very cool.
Well,
to see everybody kind of working together on this.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
Speaking of Tony Khan, during the Forbidden Door post-event media scrum, he did announce, and it has been made official, Ring of Honor Wrestling coming back to pay-per-view July 23rd, Death Before Dishonor. It will emanate from Lowell, Massachusetts. We'll see. I know they had I know Wheeler Yuta defended the Ring of Honor Pure title. I know Mercedes Martinez, or that was on AEW Dark. I know Mercedes Martinez has defended the Women's World title a few times on Dark. Of course, FTR still the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, as well as the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions and the AAA Tag Team Champions. So I'm sure we'll see them involved, but yeah. Should be a great event there. Death Before Dishonor coming July 23rd from Lowell, Massachusetts. And that'll do it for this week's Sports Guys Talking Wrestling. You can follow Justin the Smash Simmons on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at The Smash Simmons. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Stu Myrick. That's STEWMYRICK. You can follow the show on Twitter and Twitch at SGTWATX. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sports Guys Talking Wrestling. We live stream on YouTube and Twitch most Tuesday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central. You can also catch us Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Central on the flagship station for the Texas Longhorns. We are the Horn, 104.9, 101.9 FM, and AM 1260. Or you can catch us anytime on demand by either going to hornfm.com and click on the On-Air tab, or by subscribing to us on your favorite podcast provider. Make sure you rate, review us while you're there. For Justin, I'm Stu. Thank you so much for giving us part of your time tonight. Happy Independence Day. Happy birthday, America. And we will see you at the matches.
Goodbye and good night. Bang!
And there we go.
You do wonder when you're going to see that guy again.
What guy?
Bang.
Oh, Kenny Omega?
Yeah.
That was, because there was, for some reason, apparently there were those that thought the mystery opponent for Zack Sabre Jr. was going to be Kenny Omega.
No.
I'm going, no, he's still got a heel.
Man, I was all like, look, I don't know how to explain it to some of these pro wrestling fans that came like after me. I feel like one of those old men, like I have to get off my soapbox now, but it's just like, you can't expect all the wrestlers that you've liked for the last decade to continue to wrestle the way that they did a decade ago now.
That's true. That's true.
Like the whole point of getting to WWE is so, one, you work a style that is more likely to see you through an entire year without serious injury. And two, when you do take your big bumps, you're doing it hopefully like, in a moment that's going to be preserved forever, as opposed to the independent scene. I mean, don't get me wrong. I remember Sammy has jumped off some amazing things, but only so many people saw that.
Right.
There wasn't a WrestleMania highlight video made of that, That's true. But you see Mankind every time he takes that fall.
Apparently, this is
the anniversary, right?
Yeah, this is Chris Bennett reminded us on Twitter. I have to look, but what was 90? Was that 98 or 99?
Oh, definitely 98.
So this would be
King of the Ring 98.
24 years.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
24. So 24 years ago, King of the Ring 98. Mankind goes flying off the cage, courtesy of Undertaker,
and through it to the
and
bottom.
through it, yeah.
Oh man, I don't know how he survived that. I really don't. It's crazy to think of how much punishment. I mean, obviously,
Jim Ross on his Pro Wrestling Tee store, he has a T-shirt where it says, "Good God Almighty, they killed him." It has like a tooth at the bottom. It has the date on it.
Oh man, but I mean, obviously he's paying for it now, and we've seen a lot like Kurt Angle. I mean, don't get me wrong, he put his body through a lot of abuse, but he got double knee replacement,
right? Well, and there was
he'll never wrestle again. Don't.
In fact,
even
there
think
was
about
a recent story on some of the websites about Kurt Angle had turned down a 10-match offer with AEW because he felt he couldn't go. He couldn't go like his old self because of stuff like the double knee replacement.
He won't be able to. Like, no. I don't know what you would expect from him. Like,
well,
besides just like a nostalgia pop at this point, unfortunately.
I think that's all you're looking for. So
let's talk about.
Then again, hey, Sting had spinal stenosis.
Is that
was he suffering from that?
Is that like
the narrowing of the spinal column? Yeah.
I don't.
And he's jumping off entryways at 63 years old.
Oh, we did think his career was over after he got buckle bombed.
The buckle bomb from Seth Rollins, yeah.
Because he was unable to compete after that. Which kind of which sucks because we wanted to see his WWE run. He never really got like a proper one.
He should have never lost to Triple H at WrestleMania. That should have been a win.
I guess they could never give him one because he was like the WCW guy.
That's exactly what it was.
And then he was the TNA guy.
I wonder if we're gonna get. So we're watching. It's a 6-man: Roddy Strong and the Creed brothers taking on Joe Gacy and the Dyad.
Is that what that was
Now
called?
I think
Okay.
Now the Dyad, I think it's the grizzled young veterans in mask and cloak and all, and they got to wrestle in those loose,
velvety looking things.
Yeah, which I can't imagine that's easy.
No, it's not comfortable, and like their
Yeah.
vision's all obstructed with that hood. So like they can see out the front pretty easily, but they can't see out the sides.
So you wonder if because kept thinking, okay, they're going to unmask him eventually.
Dude,
Oh, there we go.
that's like serious power, man.
Picks him up in the suplex.
From the knees down.
Oh, here we go. Now we get it. All 3 of them.
Nice.
Boom.
But
Roddy Strong, still the only wrestler to ever land in my lap.
so far, you got another.
That was
show
early too. That was WrestleMania weekend 2016.
You got another show coming up soon, so it could happen.
They don't reach Eamon and me.
No, how far back are you guys now?
We're not that far back, but they usually don't hit that.
Oh well, now I'm gonna have to make some calls.
Yeah, so
I'll tell them to keep you safe, but
yeah,
want them to rough up the table a little bit at least.
No. I mean, we got Eamon and I got a job to do. We got to call the show. Still waiting for it to premiere or to hear about broadcast info.
Oh, for the original taping.
Hopefully it'll happen soon. So,
well, the point is, right now, at least they have a home.
Yes, we do. We got the home, and titles have been awarded. I think, in fact, next week, the blue Twin Dragon Connection belt will be on the line. I know the red one is being held by, I think, Zach Mason from Fly Death. And I think Warren J has the chance to win the blue one, so that Fly Death will have those titles to add to their tag title collection. They've kind of, they are to Texas independent wrestling what FTR is to wrestling. So
That'd be a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
We didn't get to discuss it on the show, but the most important question:
Yes.
Are you ready for Ric Flair's final match?
We still don't know who he's facing.
Yeah, he still needs a final opponent.
I think there are those that think it's going to be Jay Lethal. We know that now they are booking a card around it.
Yes,
because Jordan Grace is going to defend the Impact Wrestling Knockouts World Champion.
Congratulations to her. She was fantastic in that match. Great performance.
She's going to defend that title. I want to say against Deonna Purrazzo.
That'd be awesome. That'd be a good match.
So there's that. Now I want to say there's another match that's been added, but I can't remember it.
So it's a full card built around the Flair final match, right? I think it's going to be a
full card, yeah.
Because it's at StarCast?
It's part of StarCast. So StarCast, Conrad Thompson bringing StarCast to Nashville during SummerSlam weekend.
They're running the place that TNA would run, right? For this particular, they had to move it.
It's the Nashville Municipal Auditorium.
Yeah, they sold so many tickets. Apparently,
they moved it. Yeah, it was going to be at the fairgrounds, and that's where TNA ran.
Yeah,
the old the Asylum, but now it's going to be the Nashville Municipal Auditorium. They've got that. New Japan is going to do a New Japan Strong card in Nashville that weekend.
Oh, for real?
So that'll be kind of cool.
Okay, so they're going to try to load it up.
By the way, congratulations, Fred Rosser, the new New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight Champion.
Yeah,
defeated Filthy Tom Lawler. So
didn't see that coming, did you? I didn't.
No,
I was like,
really.
I definitely didn't.
No, but yeah, congratulations to him. So we're gonna sign off here and enjoy the rest of NXT. Thanks everybody for joining us. We will be back next week. Recap Money in the Bank. But for now, for Justin, I'm Stu. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your weekend. Again, happy 4th of July. Have a great rest of your weekend. Again, happy 4th of July.